If you don't get better, you get worse. You're either moving up or you're moving down.
I get to make music, and I love music. Love making music.
You gain a lot of abilities from it, like learning that humans can't perfect things on like a first try. You have to keep practicing if you want to get better at something. And you also can make a lot of friends too.
I think the most special feeling in the world is playing that last note on the field and knowing that you just put together that amazing show and you did it with these people that you love and you've built such strong relationships.
This program has amazing tradition. It's a tradition of excellence, it's a tradition of integrity. It's shaped the community in its entirety. And you're not just talking about for the last, 30 years, you're talking for the last 100 years of this program. Literally, it is an identity of the town. When you're donating to the American Fork Band Program, you're not just donating to some public school, you're literally donating to the town. You're investing in its future.
My first tenor was a junior high instrument. It seemed pretty old. It fell apart one day while I was playing it, so that was kind of fun.
I play one of the school's French horns. It's good. It's a fine French horn.
Right now, the school is providing my oboe, but I'm planning on getting an oboe at some point.
In the public school system, a kid's going to buy a trumpet, is going to buy a clarinet, a flute, but they're not going to buy a tuba, a bari sax, probably not a bass clarinet, a euphonium, maybe not. The schools nationwide, that's just a standard procedure, that schools have to provide some of those instruments. All the percussion equipment, I don't think any kid's going to go out and buy 5 set of timpani.
Marimba and vibraphone and xylophone and the bells, cymbals and tambourines, timpani and bass drum and snare drum. So there's a lot.
When you start talking specialty instruments like oboe, bassoon, baritone, euphonium, tuba, French horn, they're not necessarily making or selling as many. So the price just goes up significantly. And those are really the ones that we try to provide for the students because it's just such a financial bear for the parents.
I think it's very important to have that choice to be able to rent an instrument from school.
Every instrument puts a certain cap on where a musician can go, and it's just really important as a developing musician to have access to an instrument that will enable you to perform to the best of your ability.
We now have enough instruments for every kid. However, we don't have quality instruments for every kid. If we had the funding, we could replace those old instruments and we could give our students something that would actually help them as they progress. Honestly, the students have to fight against it to make progress. It's frustrating for us as teachers to see a student work so hard and have the thing in their hand, their instrument, holding them back. They typically recommend a lifespan for student and intermediate level instruments of about 10 years. The older an instrument gets, the more it has to go to the repair shop. And you look at tubas, that's an expense of anywhere between $40 to $120 per visit.
To have people like that in the community who's very supportive of the band program, it buys the things that maybe the taxpayers can't afford to buy. And as large as this band program is, it needs more than just basic instruments. It needs a lot of stuff. And so we really rely on the community to help us. Band, according to a student's perspective, is really one of the most important things they'll ever take in school.
Most of these kids, they're not going to play these instruments forever. The things that they're really learning in band class are not how to play a clarinet, how to play a trumpet. What most of them take out from it are the lifelong experiences and those skills of how to relate to others, how to work hard, how to persevere and push through challenges. Any career is going to be well served by those skills that they've learned by learning to play an instrument in band class.
The things that they learn in band will change his life forever. I think he's learned determination, he's learned how to have good work ethic, to be on time, dependable.
I would like to be a doctor when I grow up.
Right now, I'm leaning towards being a professor of mathematics.
I am leaning towards a neuroscientist.
When I grow up, I want to be either an EMT or a physician's assistant. A lot of the qualities that I have acquired in band and that I'm going to continue to develop through band are going to help a lot with that career.
It's been very compelling to see how much they strive for excellence here, and to see that kind of desire for greatness rub off on Jonathan has been impressive to us as his parents.
The discipline, the focus, the meaning, and the ability to gather meaning from working together. I think they become great citizens because they're used to working with other people, and they have a strong sense of belonging.
Band has completely changed the way I approach a challenge. Through band, I've learned to continually work at my specific goals that I've made and to never give up.
Wherever the band travels, the name of AmeriCorps goes with them, and they've represented the city well. They just represent hard work, perseverance, and teamwork.
I think band is important to the community. It gives the community a greater love for the music, for arts, can unify community.
You meet so many new people, and this is just another family for me.
It's a lot of fun, and no matter how much time and hard work it takes, it's always worth it.
I love the relationships that I've made with a lot of people in band. I stay because it has taught me a lot of things, like leadership and how to work hard and persevere through things that are really hard.
Something that really was different was how hard it was with work. I can accomplish it, and that's something that I didn't realize at first.
I've learned how to work hard and how to push myself to my limits and past my limits. I've learned how to learn quickly, but also I've just learned how to make strong friendships and build strong relationships, and I think that'll help me for the rest of my life, and that's something I'll keep with me. I think you justify the cost just again by the life lessons that you can learn. I don't think there's anything else that can teach you so much about life. It's so physical, but it's also so mental, and you're around people all the time, and there's just so many things that you learn that you can't learn anywhere else. So I would put my money to that any day.
There's so many people out there that are just putting in the time, accepting, honestly, mediocrity. They're capable of so much more. Just putting in that extra bit of time, that's really all it takes to truly stand out in any field.
How does it affect a student's life? In every way possible. Literally everything that they do from the moment that they walk into the room on their first day of band until they leave their senior year. Everything through those moments and after those moments will never be the same because of the time that they've spent in band.
That doesn't come by accident. And things wear out. And to stay excellent, you have to have new equipment. Excellence is something that they achieve, but they don't achieve that on their own. It's constantly upgrading and improving.
There's a lot of worthwhile things in this world, and music and band reaches students in a way that other activities simply can't match.
There are tons of worthwhile investments that somebody could make, but I promise you that the money that's donated to us will directly impact students, their lives, and the future of not just our community, but of our state and of our country. You know, there are lots of people that have moved on after being here at American Fork in this band program that have done great things. Donating some money so you can purchase another euphonium for a kid doesn't sound like a super huge, maybe worthwhile investment, but it absolutely is, and it absolutely changes the lives of people here. Anybody that wants to truly invest in our town, in our community, in our state, in our country, that this is one of the most worthwhile investments that someone can make.